This isn't really a shocker, is it? Japan's manga comic industry hits record profits in 2020. The dying Western industry, I mean, it's not surprising. Again, why do you think people go towards anime and manga? We all know the reason why. Because there's story, there's characters, there's stuff we like. They don't care about being woke, politically correct. They're going to have a story if they want something that's going to offend someone, it's going to be in there because everyone's offended in this part of the world over everything. So they're not afraid to have certain themes, certain topics, nudity, fan service, good old ecchi content, women being women, men being men. They're not afraid of that. And they also tell the great stories, great characters, and there's a wide variety of things all over the place, whether you like the shonen, whether you like the ecchi content, whether you like sports, whether you like mystery, science fiction, weird ass stuff. I mean, they can come up with some of the weirdest stuff out there. And it is amazing. And again, the art, for me, that's a big part of it. For me, I have my certain feelings for the art. And, I may not be a fan of, like, Attack on Titan and stuff like that, because the art is one of the reasons. But I love seeing stuff like this because, while I'm not a fan of it, I hate seeing the attacks and harassments and threats against the mangaka, so I want it to succeed. I'm not a fan of a lot of shonen titles, but it doesn't mean, hey, it's good to see them kicking ass and succeeding where we're failing, because our comics can't do it. They don't do stuff that involves characters, story. The art is really bad, and it always has to throw woke politics that nobody wants. Japan doesn't do that. That's why they're successful. It's strong in a way it's never been before, and that was made clear last year, despite the, chain problems. Manga sold very well in 2020. Now, a new report has published the industry's growth last year. It turns out the sector has broken records to chart the highest profits since 1978. What's funny, too, is they're really killing it. I mean, I'm not a fan of Demon Slayer, but the Demon Slayer movie is just... It's amazing how much it's made so far. I'm not a fan, but it's killing it. And then no one really acknowledges it. And then you can see why all these people are harassing Japanese artists. You can see why they're harassing the Japanese right now a lot, because all these people are terrible artists and they harass talented ones. And they want to control this and take over this because they're failing where they're succeeding. Don't let it happen. Keep supporting this. It's amazing. And the comics wish they had... The market size for Japanese comics is up 23%. Again, I'm sure the Western people are like, boy, I wish we had that jump in comics. And then when they report it, didn't they report it with them adding in manga sales to show, like, hey, look at our comic sales? It's like, but that's manga. Take away the manga. And then apparently they're doing stuff with crowdfunding and stuff like that. It's like, let's show just the comics that you woke people do and have destroyed. The West is destroying everything. They've destroyed comics. They've destroyed gaming. They've destroyed film and television. They're destroying everything their hands on. Their next target is manga and anime, and that's their plan to destroy and ruin that, because they're failing at it and people love this stuff. The mangaka, they're talented, the effort and the hard work they put into not only drawing a lot of them, they draw the stuff, they write the stuff, and I don't know. And then when the anime comes out, it looks beautiful. I don't care, even if it's not the best, it's still wonderful to see it animated finally, whether you're a fan of any of the genres out there. And that's what anime and manga have to offer. So that's 5.6 billion US dollars. It's amazing stuff here. And again, it's Demon Slayer's coming stateside in April. Again, I'm not a fan of it, so I'm not going to check it out, but I'm sure with the massive sales, look how much it's made in the box office worldwide. And it's just like in Japan. It's like more than a lot of the Western films. Remember how Harley Quinn was saying it was the highest grossing comic book movie of last year? How many comic book movies did we have last year? Oh, wait. Demon Slayer doesn't count as a comic? Manga is a comic. There you go. So, of course they don't do that. But it's amazing to see anime and manga kicking butt because it gives the people what they want. And then they don't do the stuff on it. They don't go on social media. They don't go on places and say, hey, F you for liking this. Hey, you're a bigot. You're an ist. You're a phobe. You're this. You suck. You're not allowed to watch this. You can't enjoy this. And then cutting down and spitting on the fans who give you stuff. Can you look at the industry in the West? filmmakers, actors, actresses, singers, songwriters, you name it, all these people, comic artists, all these people are sitting there saying such hateful things and calling you this and that. Why would you give them support? It's no wonder ratings for award shows are down every year. Look at the Grammys one. It was like barely 8 million viewers. And then last year it was like, what, 18 million? That's a huge drop. And that was a drop pretty significant. But this is a drop. It just goes to show you, nobody cares about celebrities. Nobody cares about these people. We don't care about you. We care about what you make. Now, on the other hand, if you were more like the Japanese mangaka and the artists and stuff, then I would care about you because they don't spit on us, call us things. They just shut up. They make their work. Maybe they tell their stuff into their work, is what most people do, but they don't beat you over the head with it. So they're going to say, I don't agree with you politically. Oh, you're white? Oh, well, sorry, you can't read my manga. They don't do that. But they do all that stuff over here. It's amazing. Good job killing it. And, this one was here is funny. McDonald's stirs up a Demon Slayer age rating debate. McDonald's promotion shows how different anime marketing is in Japan. I think it's funny. It's like, oh heavens, it's an adult-rated thing there in a bit, and we can't have that at McDonald's. It has to be kids only. Like how, again, it's just like, what's wrong with that? It just shows you, kids can watch this stuff, and then not go out and, like, do stupid stuff. Over here in America, we watch something, we're gonna try and hit someone, bash someone, and it's ridiculous. This was just an interesting thing, and then, Evangelion film crushes Japan's weekend's box office. Box office? Baka office. Thrice upon a time, the fourth and final of the rebuild of Evangelion series, making big money. Good. It's okay. I watched it back in the day. I don't revisit it. But it is what it is, and I understand its significance in the world of anime and all that. It made 3.3 billion yen, around 30.6 million, from 2.2 admissions in 466 theaters since March. So again, it's killing it there, and it'll be coming over here, I'm sure, like always, and this is great stuff. I applaud it that they just keep doing what you're doing, and again, I'm proof that this is how great we are. We're not all bad people. I'm not a fan of most shonen fighting. Maybe some of the old show back in the day when I first got into anime, I can still like, but I'm not a fan of Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. I'm not a big fan of Evangelion anymore. But I'm super stoked that these people are successful. And if you like it, that's great. I'm not going to sit there and cancel you or bitch at you and be toxic at you or dwell on it. I dwell on things I like. And this is great news. This is why we're killing it. Anime and manga is just crushing it because we're not these woke pieces of crap. They make stuff because they want to make stuff. They know how to make money. They know how to do this. And they know it's not by saying, you're not allowed to watch this, you're watching this wrong. And insulting and saying horrible things to its audience. It's just obviously how you make money that way. And again, it's just proof of just how great anime and manga is, and I'm excited that they're succeeding so much in kicking the crap out of film industry, animation, and comic industry over here. Let's get everything here and just keep taking over and prove these bastards they're not wanted, they're not needed, and maybe they'll finally change their tone after so much losing. Talk about winning, right? Always winning. What are your thoughts? Let me know. Keep it fapping. Ding 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 ding. J ding 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 ding